All right, guys. This is going to be my reading for 47. I've been watching a lot of videos lately, astrologers, tarot readers, even a lady with a pendulum, which whatever, about him and his failing health and what's going to happen and such. I'm not used to doing a reading for somebody that I have no connection with other than dislike. It's no secret that I literally despise the man, but it does, like, if something should happen to a sitting president, I mean, we've never experienced that in our lives. Maybe some, I don't know if any of us are old enough to have been around for Kennedy, but um, I'm just going to do a reading for him. Again, I've never done a reading for somebody that wasn't directly in front of me, or that wasn't myself or our line I've done readings for. Um, And I'm also accustomed to reading playing cards. But because I wanted to video this for just for our group purposes, I wanted you to be able to see the cards and see the meanings and such. And maybe you could find some different meanings that I might not pick up on. So it's all new for me. Um, we're going to see. So I have decided to set the parameter that this reading is for the next 3 months for 47. I'm going to shuffle the cards up. I want you to see me shuffling them, putting them out, so you know that I'm not intentionally picking the cards that I want to see. Um, I've been shuffling the cards for a couple hours, and I'm sure you know how that goes. I wanted to do this earlier, but I came home, made dinner and such, and we just finished eating. Just on, I went to kickboxing, so now I'm here. I had to kind of move some stuff around the library. There's not a whole lot of room up here, so it's a little crazy right now. There's just like stuff sitting all over the floor because I needed this table. Um, and my laptop is balancing precariously on top of a stack of board games. I mean, we do what we can, right? Uh, I'm gonna attempt this shovel. It's hard to do, especially with this hand, arthritis, but I feel like this really mixes up the cards well. So forgive me, it's too bad. I want to do that a couple of times, right, Blair? Dogs are here. Uh, so the thought is this reading is for 47 for the next 3 months, and I want to know about his health, his presidency, and what it all means for our country. Again, within the next 3 months. So I feel like this is good. You know how you just kind of, I'm going to stop right there. I don't know if there's other readings for when you're reading for people like this. Again, I'm used to playing cards. It's a much different spread, but I'm going to go back to the old. Okay, so first card representing him is the Hermit. And in many ways, this could represent him keeping his secrets to himself. And also, when you see him on the news and such, yeah, he's surrounded by people. But if everything we hear and read is true, he's not a loved person. So, I've also seen something where last week he was saying, I'm told I'm not doing so well. I'd like to go to heaven. So he might be feeling some kind of way right now, maybe even a little uh self or like introspective or something. So it's crossing him right now. All right. The moon. The moon, I believe in this respect, it's crossing him. It means the revelation of secrets. He doesn't want his secrets to come out. And I think he knows that, like right now, he's fighting that with like the Epstein such. We all know he's guilty of that, but I think he's terrified of dying because everything will come out. And I think that's represented by the moon. I have a sign downstairs that Bill got me for Christmas a couple years ago, and it says, "The sun sees everything I do, but the moon knows all my secrets." And I just think these two cards are really good. It's like some introspection, some fear about what's going to come out. Um, what lies ahead? Judgment. That's above him. That's hanging over his head, right? Is judgment. And he even said on the news that he's afraid that he's not going to go to heaven. Um, what's at the foundation of all of this for him? Temperance. And I think for him, it was this constant struggle of trying to maintain, trying to cover up, you know, trying to lie and trying to keep a good face. I think temperance has been a real struggle for him. And also his lack thereof. I mean, his diet is very poor. And I just think that's a good card because that's the drive for all of this. So that comes back to bite you if you don't have that temperance. All right, what's coming up is the Page of Cups. And I think that's things being revealed. And you look at that, it's like it could involve children, youth, secret being revealed, and the turbulent waters behind him. The Page of Cups, the pages are generally young people. I'm thinking Epstein stuff coming out. And what's fading at look at this. It's nightmares. It's being weighed down by guilt and feeling oppressed and overwhelmed. And this could be very severe health issues. All right, let's go to the position of where he will find himself. You guys saw me, the devil. He has chained himself literally and sold his soul. And we all know it. We all know it. That's been his life. And that's all coming home to roost. And I think the devil is going to come and collect. He's like, I gave you fame. I gave you the presidency. I made you the most famous person in the world. Your face is literally on government buildings right now because that's the country we live in. And I think the devil, where Trump is going to find himself, is the devil's coming to collect. What's surrounding Trump and how other people see him. I think this is an interesting one because the people that are surrounding Trump see him as being such a giving, wonderful person and doing so much to help people. But it's the exact opposite. He takes from the poor. Um, so his surroundings, the people are helping him keep up the lie. They're literally praising his name and saying he's this great thing and he's given so much to so many people and helped so many people. But that's just his surrounding. That's the bubble that he lives in. And so I think it's very hard for him to understand and accept this when people have worked so hard to convince him that he is this. Hopes and fears should be an interesting one. The Knight of Wands, I think what this means in this reading, it's a fear of his. The Knight of Wands are things are going to move very, very quickly. And I think what's facing him now, these tremendous health issues, all these fears, these things coming to light, Judgment Day coming, the devil coming to collect his due, it's coming quickly. Now, remember, this reading was for the next 3 months. So all of this is happening in the next 3 months. And the final outcome of it all, interesting, the Empress. And I think for our country, it's something new will rise. Something new and beneficial to the country as a whole will rise. So I don't think our country is destroyed. I don't think he's done enough to destroy our country. Certainly he's fucked it up. But there is definitely hope because out of the ashes of this nightmare, I think we're going to see something good. The Empress is like the strong woman, like our country is a very strong, strong country. And no matter what, and we've seen trials and tribulations, and we will survive this. And the Empress also can signify pregnancy. So that could mean that from out of all this, the seed is implanted for something new for our country. Do I think 47 will die within the next 3 months? I think he's going to face judgment for everything. I think, well, I'm seeing it right here. You see he's afraid, he's terrified of all this stuff coming to light, but it's coming. Judgment is there. All is revealed. The final judgment. You know, this involving children, secrets involving children coming to light, deceptions and such coming to light, the devil coming for his due. The lies are going to be exposed. This is not him. And I mean, those of us with a brain already know that. And his greatest fear is it's happening very, very quickly. So and something new will come from all of this. So I think the next 3 months are going to be very interesting. I feel good about this reading because I guess because I did it and I know my skill with reading.